What's good, y'all? It's your favorite Empress. Welcome back to another episode of my Pum Pum Talks series. Happy Women's History Month and welcome to my channel. I'm LaDanya, but over here they call me Empress Moxie. As a self-care enthusiast and content creator, I make my content to motivate and inspire young women and girls to start on their self-care and wellness journey, prioritize their fulfillment, and elevate. So if you're interested in that type of movement, be sure to subscribe and come back for more. I love a good glow up, and because spring is upon us, this is the perfect time to introduce today's topic. Not only do I change in spring, each season is a time for me to try something new, be a different version of myself, a version that comes closer to the me of my dreams, the version of myself that I see as my highest self. Because in order for me to become the version of myself that I dream of, I have to change. I have to remove, release, and redevelop new ideas, new ways, new behaviors, etc., etc. Taking yourself seriously has true transformative power, and that's why I'm going to be using today's video to guide you through the process of reinvention for personal and even professional success. Whenever we're starting any journey, it doesn't matter what, the question of how is going to be at the top. But on the journey of reinvention, the first step and how includes reflection. You have to take time to reflect on what you truly want, whether that's a state of mind, a feeling, or even a destination that will aid in creating a new, improved, or more authentic version of yourself. Reinvention doesn't start until you have a clear vision or goal. That way you're eliminating being overwhelmed, eliminating confusion, or anything else that may become an obstacle before you can start. Another thing I would like to note that is super important for your reflection period is having patience and being compassionate with yourself, because it's super important to understand where you're starting and where you're coming from, because your circumstances do matter when you're starting a new journey. It's important to be realistic, objective, and clear about your current position and how that's gonna make a difference in how you get to the next position. Once you've reflected and all of that, it's important to set actionable goals. It's no longer going to be just an aspiration or a goal. It's going to be something you can actually achieve because you're jotting it down. You're putting it somewhere where you can actually spread it out and make a plan towards it. This is about identifying your direction, and then when you identify your direction, you're going to make sure that you're not overwhelmed. You're going to break it down into as many or as little amounts that you can so that they are doable. You're going to make your goals into manageable tasks that you can bear. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. This is going to go back to the point of having compassion and patience with yourself on this journey. You have to remember, no matter how small the step on this journey, every step that you take is progress. Clap for yourself. Now we're on the road, right? We're in the vehicle, we know the destination. Change is going to happen. Some of this change that's going to be happening during our reinvention process is going to be in our favor. And we thank God, we thank the universe, we thank whatever or whoever you believe in. But there's also going to be obstacles. There's also going to be challenges, headaches, things that get in the way. But no matter what, you have to be somewhat detached. You cannot let it impact you too much. You can't let it affect you too much, because that's where you lose. That's where you spiral and no longer focus where you are. You're going to have to remain present here. Remember, a part of any journey, there is going to be obstacles, there is going to be things thrown at you, there is going to be unexplainable, unexpected occurrences, and that is okay. It's called life. What you can do is embrace this change. Be thankful for the change. Use this change or any of these obstacles to your advantage. Even if it's unexpected, you can always say, you know what? It's good that I learned this now during this time, because later on in life, this will come in handy and I can do it better next time. It's good that this happened now, because if it had happened down the line, I would have been a wreck. It's good that some things happen now sooner than later during any journey. So you have to embrace change. Your adaptability will make your transitions smoother. I'm going to give you a very quick story about how I'm confident while telling you this, that it is a fact that you have to embrace change. You have to embrace whatever comes at you and adapt to it so that you can still win, so that you can still succeed. I went blind when I was 14. When you're 14, you start to like boys. A lot of us are maybe in our second year of our periods. I was just starting my period. We're literally teenagers. To have such a huge change happen to me during a time in my life where I was just trying to fit in to a new country. By the way, I had just moved to America. I'm trying to fit in, and then this huge thing comes about, and it's like, okay, what now? What did I do? I cried. I cried and I prayed, and then I learned to live with that new version of myself. I learned to live blind. Even though all my life prior to that I could see from both eyes, I now had to adapt and live with that. Because if I had allowed that to break me, I don't even know where I'd be. I probably would not be where I am today if I allowed that one unexpected adversity to stop me in my tracks and prevent me from finishing high school, prevent me from adapting to this new country and environment, prevent me from making new friends, prevent me from still being confident and loving myself. Do you understand? Adaptability is the way that we win. Adaptability is about using your cards, playing them how they are served. No matter how it's shuffled, you're going to take those cards up and pay attention and use it to your advantage. Next is going to be all about our support system. You didn't think you could do this alone, did you? I know that a lot of us want to come out as the underdog. We want to come out and say, oh, I did it from the bottom, and it's okay to have help. It's okay to have people in our corner who root for us, a sense of a shoulder to actually lean on. It's okay. It's okay to have that. The underdog mindset can be toxic, and I hope I'm using that term properly. And what I mean by underdog is a person who believes they have to do it all by themselves. The hyper independent thing. We don't have to do that. Community is important. In the society we live in today, a lot of people try to be hyper independent. It is not healthy. We are human beings and we are social by nature. It is okay. Even if you only have one person who you know is rooting for you, one person who you know you can call, that can relate, that can listen, that can be present during your journey. That's okay. Use that to your advantage. But you need others. We need each other so that we can actually succeed in whatever journey we are in. No matter how big or small these journeys will be. In your process of reinvention to being successful, if you do take yourself seriously, you want to have someone alongside you as well to ensure that you're being accountable in this journey. A supportive network provides encouragement, and accountability, which we need. This next step when taking yourself seriously so you can succeed while reinventing yourself is all about celebrating small wins. It's good to start small and celebrate those small wins because you're programming yourself to be grateful all the way through this journey, to be present, to remain present throughout the whole journey, so that when the bigger things come, when the big things come, what the hell is this probably doing? When the big things come, you're gonna be just as grateful. You're gonna be like, you know what? This journey has been great all the way through because this happened, no matter how small it was, because it was a benchmark to showing me that I am closer to this bigger thing. In the transformation process, take small, consistent steps towards acknowledge and celebrate all your achievements, no matter how minor, no matter how small. That's how you keep yourself motivated. Your inner confidence, your inner dialogue is super important. You woke up at 6 a.m. and not 7 a.m. that day? Oh my God, I'm so awesome. Look at me, early bird. I got up, I did that, period. Like, look at you waking up at 6. That's all you need to celebrate it. Celebrate it. And the final and most crucial steps in your reinvention process when you're taking yourself seriously so you can succeed is going to be being distraction free. You need to be focused. And this is where the part of this topic about taking yourself seriously is highlighted. Forget everything else. You should not be male centered. You should not be anything else centered than what the goal is during this time. You have to have an unwavering commitment towards your transformation if you want it to actually happen. The minute you decide that anything else is worth your attention, anything else is worth your focus over your transformation, over whatever goal it is you have during this journey of reinvention, then that's gonna win. That's gonna be what succeeds. You do the maths. Accept nothing less than your target. You have to be vigilant and super focused. I sound like I'm talking to a group of military individuals, but it is that serious. It is that deep. Another important thing I want to share for being distraction free is going to be about decluttering, releasing, removing. Sometimes your reinvention journey is going to be all about less, not even more, not even adding more. It will be about less. It will be about who and what you're removing so that you can finally align. Sometimes that's all you need to do for your successes to actually appear. Remove the wrong things, the wrong environment, the wrong people, and ta-da, you're there. That's why this last tip is so crucial about the distractions, because sometimes you don't even know what the distractions are until you decide to gauge in on what you want to achieve. When you start to focus, that's when the distractions start to act up. That's when the distractions start to be like, why are you not giving me attention no more? I need your attention, because these distractions actually feed off of your attention. They feed off of your energy. They feed off of your time. So when these distractions notice that you're focused on something else and not them, they're going to get on your ass. If you're truly about taking yourself seriously and reinventing so you can be successful in whatever area of your life, you will eliminate and remove whatever distracts you, and you will align and add anything that promotes and uplifts you only. That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Pum Pum Talks series. We got very preachy there, very serious, but this is a topic that I am passionate about because transformations, reinventions, starting over, continuing, building, renewing. All of those things are super big to me. It's my testimony in my life. I've started over so many times and I'm doing all right. Look at me. I've started over so many times and I'm going to start over again and again and again until I get it right. Until I reach the version of me that I please. I hope you found this guide useful. Please, me, I beg you, give me a thumbs up, comment anything you please, whether it's thank you, you look good girl, it's whatever, whichever, voice it in the comments, and I will see y'all in another video next week Sunday. Bye.